It's time for you to get up. You will win. It's time for you to reactivate your finances, your health. Are you ready to get your life? Well, this is your moment. Ready to get your life back on track? Get up. What are you doing? It's your time to reactivate.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? This is your boy Marques Ford here for Reactivate the Moment, where every night, every Monday night at 8, we reactivate. Listen, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Thank each and every one of you for watching the show. Do me a favor. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to like, comment, and share this broadcast. Like, comment, share this broadcast. So I'm going to say it again. Like, comment, share the broadcast. I want to shout out everybody on the Instagram right here. I got everybody on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you all. Thank you all. Good evening. Sacred Healing 1611 on Instagram. What's going on? Cutie Pie is me. What's going on? I don't know y'all real names, but I got you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with your bud. Do me a favor again. Like, comment, and share the broadcast. Like, comment, and share the broadcast. We need to let everybody know what goes down right here every Monday night at 8 p.m. where we reactivate the moment at 8 o'clock. Listen, before I get anything started, I want to thank everybody that has commented, that has sent me text messages, called my phone, made posts, send me cash apps, send me cards. Everybody that came out and hung with me for my birthday. I had celebrated my birthday last Tuesday rather. And I had an awesome time. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to do two things. I wanted to go to the movies and I wanted to go to IHOP. Yes, I went to IHOP, and people that came out, my dear friends, my family, I love y'all for coming out and sharing and rocking with your boy. It's what I wanted to do. Hey, look, this is me. This is what I do, right? But it didn't stop there. Sunday after church, my family went with me and we celebrated me and my niece Emmy, whose birthday is tomorrow. We celebrate our birthdays as well. My wife says throw that horn away. She lucky I don't have it with me right now. Dog, I'm not throwing it away. And if she does throw it away, I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree and get some more and just do it all around the house. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to my wife for putting everything together, babe. I love you. I appreciate you. I had a great time. I did not stop celebrating all week. It's been amazing. But now that I got there, she's my God answers my prayers. Now I'm about some more. It's gonna be your alarm clock. But now that I got that out the way, listen. Tonight, I want to help you. I want to help you tonight. I want to help you to better yourself. I want to help you to be able to just be the best version of yourself. I want to help and assist you to let you know and encourage you that your story is not over. Just that simple. Your story is not over. You are not done. God is not finished with you yet. God is not done with you yet. Your story is just being written. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't get discouraged. I know. Listen. I know things have become hard. I know things are getting rough. I know seems like things are getting dim. It seems like things aren't working out. It seems like things aren't coming to fruition. It seems like your life is passing you by. It seems like every plan, every goal you had written down is not happening. Listen, trust me when I tell you, it's not over for you yet. There's more to your story. I need somebody to put that in the comment section for me and say, there's more to my story. There's more to my story. God is not done with you yet. I preached a sermon yesterday entitled actually, God is not done with you yet. And I basically talked about the story with the valley of the dry bones and Ezekiel and the dry bones. And I just kind of broke down how the bones represented our goals, our dreams, the things we want to happen in our lives, unanswered prayer, tears that we've cried, frustrations that we deal with, things that we can't overcome, things that it seems like we can't conquer. Those represent the things that are happening in our life. And what I want to encourage you tonight and let you know that it's not over for you. There, as long as you have time, as long as there's time on your clock, as long as there's time in your schedule, as long as you have breath in your body, as long as you are living and breathing, it is not over for you. It is not done. Your story is not done. Your story just being rewritten. Our problem is, here it is. Our problem is that when we get into situations where it seems like things aren't going our way, when we get into circumstances where it seems like things aren't happening the way we want to, we kind of get discouraged. I mean, it's human nature. It's human nature. Happy birthday, Adrian. It's human nature for us to get discouraged. All of us have gotten discouraged. I've gotten discouraged at times with when things weren't happening for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure if we can be honest with each other, we all can say that we've gotten discouraged at a point in time when things are happening in our life. But I'm here to encourage you and to remind you that your story is not over. The story is not over, because here's why. You're going to meet discouragement. You're going to meet low self-esteem. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get angry. You're going to get impatient. You're going to get tired. You're going to want to give up. You're going to want to bend, but you can't break. You're going to have people turn their back on you. You're going to have people who said they had your back not have your back any longer. You're going to have people that used to contact you and check on you not contact you and check on you as much. In other words, there are going to be things in your life that happen, things in your life that are meant to tear you down, things in your life that are meant to destroy you, things in your life that are meant to break you. There are going to be things to happen to you that are meant to break you. But guess what we have to do? We have to keep going. Listen, I know. It's hard to keep moving. I know it's hard to keep going. I know it's hard to keep pushing. I know it's hard to keep believing. But in order for your story to continue to be written, you have to keep writing. You have to keep going. You can't stop. You can't throw in the towel, because guess what? God is not finished with you. And as long as God is not finished with you, guess what? You are not finished. There's more to be written about you. Your life isn't over. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe because it seems like it is. It seems like our life is over. It seems like the things that are going wrong in our lives just continue to go wrong. It's almost like every time you turn around, every time you turn a corner, every time you come out of a situation, here comes another situation right after it. It's almost like it's back to back to back to back. And it's like, how much more can we take? How much more can we deal with? How much more can go on? I mean, what else can go wrong? How many of you asked that question? That's you. Just say that's me. What more? What else can go wrong? I mean, my children are acting up. I mean, I'm not getting the promotion that I wanted. I've been working at this job for a number of years, and I haven't gotten a raise yet. I've been driving the same put car for I don't know how long, and I haven't been able to get a new one. I've been living in the same neighborhood pretty much my whole life. My family's supposed to have my back, but it seemed like they turned their backs on me. I mean, I don't know. I thought I had friends that was going to hold me down. You know, they would say your ace boon coon, they'll be with you from the womb to the tomb, all that good stuff. But it seems like every time something happens, or every time I get out of a storm, or I get out of a situation, another one shows up. I'm here to remind you. Thank you, Adrian. I'm here to remind you, one, that your story is not over. It's not over. God's not done with you yet. Two, you were built for this. You were built for this. You were built for this. How do you know you were built for this? I'll let you know. Think about all that you've gone through. Think about all that you've done. Think about all the things that have happened to you. Now look at yourself in the mirror. If you're looking at a reflection of yourself, if you're looking at a reflection of who you are now, if you can look in the mirror and see scars, if you can look in the mirror and see that there are some things that you've been through, that is an indication to let you know that you were built for this. Because here it is. If you were not built for this, you wouldn't have survived. If you were not built for this, you would not have survived. If that's you, I need you to put in the comment section, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. If you were not built for this, you wouldn't have survived it. We have to understand that just because things happen in our lives does not mean that it's over. Just because circumstances come and go, they're going to come and go. It's like a revolving door. They're going to come and go. You're going to go through things. You're going to experience life. You're going to experience ups. You're going to experience downs. You're going to experience failures. You're going to experience the good days. You're going to experience bad days. But guess what? As long as you can declare that I'm still here, your story is not done yet. The book has not been closed on you. Our problem is, here it is. Our problem is that we've closed the book on ourselves before we were able to reach the goal and obtain the goal that we've been asking for. Obtain the goal that we worked so hard for. Obtain the goal that we prayed for. We've closed the book on ourselves too early because we thought we were done. We thought because those people walked out on us that was the end of us. Those people that turned their back on us, that was it for me. Those people that were supposed to sow a seed or supposed to help me with my business or that was supposed to help me get things off the ground. Now I can't find them anywhere now. I call, they don't answer. I send them DMs, they don't respond. I send them text messages, they leave me on red. But what we have to understand is that no matter who it is, no matter what that person may have done, no matter what they may have promised, as long as you're still standing, whatever they promise, guess what? It's in the wind. It's in the wind. We have to take it as a lesson learned. Take it as a lesson learned. People come into our lives to teach us lessons. Okay, I'll go here with it. Everyone that started out with you is not supposed to stay with you. I'm just keep it real. Everybody that starts out with you, they are not going to stay with you. You may have those few friends. You may have those few friends that that rock with you. You know, what we call them, our day ones. You know, we may have those day ones that rock with us. But we have to learn, man. Life is all about learning lessons. Because if life was all about gaining, if life was all about happiness and joy, if life was all about experiencing the great things out of it, if life was all about experiencing the good things out of it, then guess what? We wouldn't even know what bad days felt like. But because we know what bad days feel like, because we know what heartache feels like, because we know what pain feels like, because we know what suffering feels like, because we know what being without feels like, or losing some things feel like, then we are able to appreciate the good days. You're able to appreciate them because you've experienced downfall. How can you appreciate up if you've never been down? How can you appreciate up if you've never been down? Okay, here we go. How can you appreciate being found if you've never been lost? Has any of you ever lost something? I mean, I'm pretty sure. Let's just keep it real right here. I guarantee you, every single person on here that's viewing this broadcast right now, even if you're watching the replay, I guarantee you lost your keys sometime or another. Guarantee it. Guarantee you've lost your keys. If you haven't lost your keys, you're lying. But we've lost our keys, especially, here it is, especially when we're on our way to work. That's the worst time to lose your keys, man. When you late for work, oh my God. We've lost our keys, right? But when we find them, what do we say? Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, all that type of stuff, right? Because we appreciate it. You can never appreciate the bad. I mean, the good if you don't appreciate the bad. So in other words, God's not done with you yet. He's not done. He's not done. He's not done with you yet. Because what we have to understand is that whenever we go through things, Whenever we experience these heartaches, whenever we experience these downs, whenever we experience these shortcomings and things like that, whenever we experience these things, all we have to do, listen, all we have, don't overlook it. Don't overlook it. Take note. Take note of what it is that you're going through. Take note of this portion of this portion of your life. Because here it is. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why you take note of this, the reason why you put a pin in this part of your life, the reason why you put a sticky note in this part of your life, so that you can understand that the position you're in now is not the position you're going to stay in. I'll say it again. The position that you're in now is not the position that you're going to stay in. And the reason why you take note of it, the reason why you put a pin, meaning like, when those push pins, okay, this is the part of my life I need to put a push pin here. Here's why. Because it is an indication of how far you've come. Once you surpass the pin, once you surpass the sticky note, once you surpass whatever it is that you're going through, once you get past that, you'll be able to look back at your life and see the sticky note and see how far you've come. Not only that, you'll be able to see that you were able to make it out of something. The reason why a lot of us feel like we can't make it out of anything is because we've never experienced what it feels like to come out of something. In other words, I put it to you like this. Some of you are still in the same circumstance you've been in for the past several months, several years. You're still in it, and you're wondering when you're going to come out of it. But here it is. You won't come out of it until you're able to release what it is that is trying to teach you. Until you're able to release the lesson. Not release, I'm sorry, until you're able to receive the lesson it's trying to teach you. Your circumstance, your situation, what you're going through, it is a lesson that is trying to show you something. It's trying to teach you something. But we're too busy holding on to the pain that is causing us. We're too busy holding on to the frustration that is causing us. We're too busy we're too busy holding on to we're too busy holding on to the things that is trying to do to us. We're holding on to it. And so because we're holding on to this thing, we're not able to receive what's supposed to come out of it. We're not able to receive the lesson. I'll put it to you like this. Here it is. I'm going to make it as plain as I can. You would never, remember growing up, if you never made a certain grade point average, or you never made a certain type of grade, A's and B's, they held you back. And the reason why they held you back is because you weren't equipped to go to the next grade. Why? Because you didn't learn what the current grade was teaching you. In other words, a lot of us, if we can be honest, a lot of us have been kept back in life. A lot of us have been kept back in life. You want adult blessings, but you still have a childhood mentality. What's up, Quan? You want to get the blessings, right? You want to get the breakthroughs. You want to get the prayers answered. You want to get the stuff that you think you should have. You want to get the stuff that you think that that people are supposed to give you, or you think that you're supposed to obtain because you live a certain type of lifestyle, or because you make a certain type of money, or because you've been doing a certain type of thing over and over and over again. It's become a habit to you. So you think you're supposed to receive something because you work hard for it. No. You're still living a childhood mentality, but you want a penthouse blessing. The old folks used to say it like this: you want $100 blessing with a $10 attitude, meaning that you're not going to get what you're supposed to have with the attitude that you have. You're not going to get, what you're supposed to have with the work ethic that you have. If you don't have a work ethic, you can't get nothing from the work. God, dog, man, I'm on fire tonight. I don't care what y'all say. I know I'm on fire tonight. If that's you, I'm saying put it in the comment section. You won't get something until you give something. In other words, you have to give up certain things about yourself in order to continue to move forward in your life. How can you, here it is, how can you expect to move on in the next chapter of your book called life? How can you expect to move on in the next chapter of your book if you keep rereading and rewriting the last one? Sheesh, good God Almighty, man. How can you expect to move on to the next chapter If you can't move on to chapter 3 if you still stuck in chapter 1 of your life. You're still trying to relive and rehash and bring up old memories and try to live off of old memories when it's time for you to move forward. I'll say it like this. You can't live off the residue of your old blessings. Mhm. You're still living off the residue of what happened to you a month ago. You're still living off the residue of what happened to you several years ago. When it's been time for you to move on so long ago, but you can't move on because you still holding on and reliving and rehashing and living off the residues or the trickles of the last blessing. Well, let me ask you a question. What are you going to do when it runs out? How are you going to live when it runs out? How are you going to live when it's time for you to move forward? How are you going to live? You have to continue and understand. As long as you keep going, as long as you keep pushing, as long as you keep thriving, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't throw in the towel, as long as you pick yourself up when you fall, as long as you are able to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, as long as you're able to learn from your mistakes and learn the lessons that they were supposed to teach you, as long as you can do those things, you'll continue to move forward. Why? Because God is not through with you yet. He's not done. He's not done. You can look in the mirror and see that he's not done. You can look at what you've gone through and see that he's not done. You can look at what you've just come out of and see that he's not done. You were supposed to die in that car crash, but you didn't because he's not done with you yet. You were supposed to die from COVID in 2020, but you didn't because he's not done with you yet. You were supposed to be sick and not be able to move, talk, walk again, but you didn't because he's not done with you yet. Your business was supposed to go under. You weren't supposed to make any profit from the business during a recession, but you did. Why? Because he's not done with you yet. Your child wasn't supposed to graduate high school, but your child did. Why? Because he's not done with you, nor is he done with your child yet. There is so much more to your story. He is not done with you yet. Why? Here it is. Here's another reason why. Here's another reason why he's not done. Here's another reason why he's not done. Here it is. Here it is. Because of what you've gone through, because of what you've experienced, because of what you suffer from, now you realize that you know who you are. Before you didn't. You didn't know the real you. You didn't know who you were supposed to be. You didn't know how you were supposed to live. You didn't know how you were supposed to walk. You didn't know how you were supposed to talk. You've been talking the same talk, walking the same walk for the past years because it worked for you thus far. But here it is. God is trying to change and rearrange some things in your life because you need to move into another type of life that he wants you to live. It's as if you know, let's say you work a minimum wage. And you because of the income that you make, you are in a certain tax bracket. You're in a certain tax bracket because of the income you make. But the more money you make, the higher the tax bracket is, right? Because of your increase. In other words, because of who you are, because you realize who you are, because you know who you are, because of the increase you've just gotten, because of the increase you just achieved, now you're in a different tax bracket. In other words, now God is trying to elevate you and push you and raise you up to something different, but you're still stuck in the lower tax bracket. You're still stuck in the lower tax bracket range because you've been satisfied with where you are. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but I'm here to let you know that it is no longer time for you to be satisfied with where you are. Satisfaction is done. Satisfaction is mediocre. We need to live a lifestyle where we're not satisfied. Because when you become satisfied, you just become content. You cannot continue to want more. You cannot continue to try to achieve more. You cannot continue to try to obtain more if you're satisfied with where you are. You can't be satisfied. Satisfaction is not where it is anymore. It's not. You have to desire and want more. And in order for you to desire and want more, you have to learn what it is that your past and your current situations are meant to teach you. Because once you realize and see what your past and current situation is, what you're going through in your past and current situations, once you realize it, then you will understand and see what it taught me and how you were able to grow from it. I put it like this: don't just go through it, grow through it. Somebody put that in the comment section, please. Look, I am on fire. What Kevin Hart said? Put me out. I'm on fire tonight. don't just go through something, grow through it. Learn what it's supposed to teach you. You got to grow up. That's our problem. We got to grow up. It's time for us to grow up, man. I can't be more transparent and real than that. It's time for us to grow up. We've been living childlike for too long. It's time for us to grow up. We can't continue to live this way and think we're supposed to be blessed. We can't continue to live this way and think we're supposed to gain more and obtain more. No, you can't do that. You got to grow up. You got to get better. You got to do better. If you want better, you'll do better. Just that simple. But the satisfaction part of our life has caused us to stay stagnant. But I'm wondering if I'm talking to some people on here tonight that's no longer satisfied with where you are. That's no longer satisfied with who you are. You're no longer satisfied with what you've been doing, and you want better for your life. You cannot be satisfied. There's no way. I used to be like that, man. Listen, I used to be so satisfied where I was because it was cool to me. Like, I didn't have a worry, I didn't have a care. I was cool. I was fine. I had friends, I had family. I made a little money, and I was paying my bills and all that stuff. But then when I realized I was living paycheck to paycheck, I'm like, hey, I can't survive off of this because I was satisfied. But what made me want to do more, what made me want to achieve and obtain more, was that I said, I gotta get more knowledge. I gotta learn from what I'm doing. I gotta gain more in order for me to get more. Meaning you have to gain more mentally, gain more in your heart, and gain more spiritually. You won't move anywhere if you're not mentally, spiritually, and emotionally stable. All three have to align. All three have to line up in order for you to keep going. In order for you to keep going, all three have to line up. And in order for those things to line up, you have to do one thing. You have to keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. You can't allow yesterday's mistakes to dictate your future destiny. You can't allow yesterday's mistakes to dictate your future miracles. You can't do it. Because if you allow your yesterday to dictate your today, then you'll never be prepared for your future. I'm saying it again. That just dropped in my head. I promise y'all. If you allow your yesterday to dictate your today, you will never make it in the future. So you got to keep pushing. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep going. You got to keep striving for greater, striving to be better, striving to be a greater version of you, striving to be a better version of you. Because God is not done with you yet. So I encourage you tonight to make sure you continue to keep going. Continue to write your story. Don't close the book on yourself. Don't close the book on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Don't keep rereading the same chapter over and over again because you're scared to move on to the next chapter. The chapter you're in is having you in a cliffhanger. You're excited, like what's coming next? But some of us are scared to move on to what's next because we're stuck in what's now. Some of us are scared to move on to what's next because we're stuck in the what's now. But you have to move on from the what's now in order to get to your next. If you want your next to be great, move on from now. If you want your next to be popping, move on from now. Because God is not through with you yet. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time for tonight. I greatly, greatly appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you to my Instagram followers, to my students that tuned in, my sister Destiny, my boy Quan, who else? My sister Tiffany. Thank y'all so much. Too Pretty Marie, what's going on? Thank you, everybody. I don't know none of y'all real names, but thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in on Facebook. My wife Cornay, thank you. My Reactivate mama, Lady Von Seal Belcher, I love you, mama. My sister Adrian, happy birthday again, Adrian. Nicole Macy, thank you so much. Excuse me, my sister Shan from high school. Thank you, Shan, for always tuning in. Thank you so much. Thank you. All of you that tuned in. Thank you. Listen, continue to tune in every Monday night at 8. I'll be going live more on Instagram. I just want to try something new. I'll be going live more on Instagram every Monday night at 8, where we reactivate. Make sure, if you're just not tuning in, make sure if you're watching the replay, shout out to you as well. Make sure you are liking the video, comment on the video, and make sure you are sharing the video. I need everybody to understand and know what goes down right here on every Monday night at 8, where we reactivate. Like, comment, and share the video. If you have not done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Reactivate The Moment. Also follow me on Instagram at M423 and also at Reactivate The Moment. Follow me on Facebook as well. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Thank you again to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. Thank you for everybody that sent the cash app. Thank you for everybody that just blessed me last Tuesday. It was a great day. I'm going to find that horn that my wife don't like, and I'm going to get it, and I'm going to wake her up every morning with it because she hates it. All right. Do me a favor. Make sure you tell a friend to join you next week, next Monday, right here at Reactivate The Moment at 8 o'clock, where we reactivate at 8. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Have a great week, and I will see you next Monday.